Okay, folks, I went ahead and I used the heat gun on the lower jaw portion of the gauntlet. Bend it in place. Looking pretty good. I'm going to heat this up one more time after I glue it though. So I'm going to glue it in place on the lower portion of the jaw like that. Once it's set and dried in place, I'm going to heat it up again, and then I'm going to bend this like that. Alright, here we go. Holding it firmly in place so it's a nice tight little bond there. Like so. Got a little hot glue. Not a fan of the strings though. Alright, heat gun again. See how easy that's bending over? Then I'm gonna glue this in place, and I'm gonna do it section by section so it's easy to hold on to. I found when you're doing stuff like this with some crazy bends, it really is good to glue it a little piece of it at a time, not trying to glue the entire area and then having to go through a little mini fiasco trying to hold it all down in place. So this is a lot better. Just a little bit at a time. You could also, if you're in a rush, you could use clamps to clamp down sections while you're working on other areas. But if you do use clamps, make sure that you pad your clamps. Because if not, what will happen is you'll have the depression of the clamps actually showing up in EVA. And that's something you don't want. Almost ready. Matter of fact, I think I will show you what I mean about padding your clamps. It's very simple. You get 2 pieces of scrap EVA foam. You cover the area that you want to clamp down. Use your clamps, and you do that. This way it'll hold the piece in place, but it will not leave an impression into your EVA that you're actually working on. So now that I've done that, I can go ahead and glue the other areas. So I have my clamp down there working for me. So got that glue in there, holding it in place. Alright guys, so this piece here is pretty set in place. So I'm going to go ahead and take off the clamps so you can see what I was talking about. So I see, look, you even see a little bit of the texture side through. Well, I hit it with my heat gun and now it popped right up. But this is what I was really talking about. So you don't want this type of impression in your work. That's not good. That's why I clamped it. As you can see, a little heat gun. Good to go. Okay, as you guys can see, I basically have both sides bent, curved where I want it to be. Still got a little bit more over here to bend up to. But something that you would want to do when you are gluing a solid piece of EVA foam to anything that has like a step pattern like this, just to give it a little more bondability, go ahead and once you got that initial area glued down, glue into the cracks. And let it just fall down into it. That gives it a bit more better adhesion, which is always good. Alright folks, so got the lower half pretty much set and good to go. Now working on the top half, which basically I'm going to make it so it bends like this. And once again, if you look at the shape of the top part of the gauntlet, it has an unusual kind of bend to it. So what I'm doing is I'm going to glue in a center piece for the top of the head. And here I'm just putting some fast drops. Get that initial bond going. Place and push it together. If you're gluing something down like I am on the table, every once in a while just shift the piece a little bit while you're holding it, just to make sure that no glue goes through and bonds to the table as well. You know. But this is a good way to push the pieces together that are flat and get a nice seamless connection. Okay, there we go. That's in place. So basically I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to dot this side again and then put it together like that. And as you can see, I'm holding it together. Make sure everything sits right. And of course, once this sets, I'm going to flip it over. And I'm going to do a solid bead of hot glue on the seams on the inside, just to give it more stability.